because I got some stuff to do. I'm going to show you my little mini food haul real quick first. I'm going to cut some watermelon. I'm going to prepare some strawberries. Yes, it's Shabbat, and I technically shouldn't be doing any kind of work at all, but I'm a gonna anyway, because I'm not Orthodox Jew. I got some Beyond Meat jerky. Got a few of these Miracle Rice noodles. Got some green pitted olives and herbs. Matthew got these. He took a bite and he was like, oh, not making me feel good at all. So I just put that over there. I got some organic peanut butter poppers and some shredded wheat up there too. What else we got? Let's put some stuff away here too. I got this curry stuff. I don't know if I'll like it or not, y'all, because I usually don't like curry, but this is red Thai curry paste. So, good morning, Mass Spoofer. Good morning, good morning. So I'm going to try that. And we got this stuff here. Some chili with beans. And you guys would be proud of me. I don't overdo the food pantry anymore. I don't take more than my share. Matthew and I shop together. What? You did? Awesome. That is totally cool. Okay. Got some graham crackers up there, which I probably won't eat. We got some bread over here. We got some of this stuff, which is peptides. Pediasure. Oh, it's for kids or older people that like can't eat food and stuff, I think. Then he got himself this Boost nutritional drink. I should have gotten me some of those. I didn't see those. They're probably not healthy for me anyway. Oh well. Got a big thing of cheese down there. I usually only eat a sprinkling of cheese, so cheese isn't really something I eat a lot of. Got this nice size watermelon here. And in here we got a couple kinds of bread. We got some sourdough, and I saw some mold on the top of one of the loaves, which is common at this food pantry. They keep things as long as they can and then try to get rid of it as fast as they can so it doesn't spoil. I got some of this basil pesto sauce, which I'm actually going to set over here. Some different shapes and sizes of cucumbers, which I have figured out that if I'm not going to eat them as cucumbers, I come on over here, and I can do this all year long if I want. And in here you will see I've got a couple different kinds of pickles. These are actual cucumbers that I've pickled from my garden. And here's some store-bought pickles down here. So I just stick it in the actual pickle jar and pickle it if I'm not going to eat it right away, because I hate wasting food. This stuff here, this is called tofurkey roast. It made me such a mess this morning. I'm just ditching it because it is made completely from wheat and wheat gluten. And those of you that know me know I cannot do wheat. So I learned my lesson again. I keep saying, oh, I've learned my lesson, and then I learned it again. So have I really learned it? No, probably not. My hair's doing something real funky today. You guys will just have to deal with it because there's nothing I can do. It's very humid today, and the humidity does crazy stuff with my hair. And there's really not much I can do other than cover it up. Anyhow, so at about 4 o'clock this morning, I think it was 4. I didn't look on my clock, on my phone or anything, but I think it was 4 o'clock this morning. I woke up, well, first of all, last night I could not get to sleep for anything. I was kicking, tossing, turning. I was like, I'm just about ready to just get up and forget sleep altogether. But I decided to try to sleep anyway, so I slept for a little while. And then, yeah, I think it was about 4 o'clock I got up. And I hurt all over because of that stupid roast that I ate. I like this hair clip. Matthew bought these for me. Anyway, I ached like my whole entire body was inflamed, which happens when I eat wheat or wheat gluten, especially in that large of an amount. I can eat like a little bit of bread here and there. That does not bother me. But when I eat like concentrated wheat gluten, that roast was like total wheat gluten. It was made of that. I was hurting. I was hurting bad. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't move. It hurts. It hurts. Every move I make hurts. I roll over, it hurts. I put my foot on the ground, it hurts. It was terrible. And that's what wheat gluten does to me, or wheat itself in concentrations that are too large. So I learned my lesson again, and apparently I'm going to keep learning it till I learn it. Maybe I'll be like 80 something years old before I finally get it, but I'm just going to keep torturing myself without realizing it. And how does that happen? Because I don't always read labels. I need to start reading labels meticulously. Okay, I'm going to set this down so I can hold her and give her the attention that is due, I guess. Show you some of these other cucumbers. They're all different. Pretty sure these were grown in somebody's garden or like a farm or something, because they're like all different. I don't know what happened with that one. I'll chop that part off. I like this one. It looks like a little penguin creature or something, like you'd see on Disney or something like that. Put a little beak on the end of it. Yeah, all different types of cucumbers. I probably could have taken more, but sometimes they'll tell you 3 and then you move on, you know, to the next part. A green penguin, yep. Exactly. So the bread is New York salt rye. And this one is sourdough. And no, they're not wholesomely made, like without chemicals and stuff or ingredients, because they're made at a grocery store. And you need to get down, buddy. Artisan sourdough bread. So we'll have some bread for a while. I'll probably put some of it in the freezer. Oh, I got cat hair all over my black shirt. And yeah, that's about it. And then this one, I don't know what kind of bread this is. It looks like a hot cross bun because it has an X on it, but I think they do that just so that it rises, if I remember from working at the bakery. I don't know if I ever told you guys I worked at a bakery. You know, I don't usually tell you my jobs till after I'm done with them. That way nobody can hunt me down and irritate me and make me lose my job. But yes, I worked at a bakery. I used to actually bag these things, put them in these bags. And then you ever see, like, at the grocery store, those plastic containers that have, like, cupcakes and stuff in them and cookies? I used to do that, too. Yep. So that was when our grocery store was still open. I worked in the dairy, too. I loved working in the dairy. That was so much fun. It was like mindless work. You didn't even have to think about it, you know? Okay, I got my knife out. We're going to cut us up a melon, and then I am going to prepare some strawberries to be put away. I'm going to wash this because I might make some melon skin pickles again. I like to eat watermelon skin pickles. I'm going to wash this off real quick over here in the sink. Okay. There. And I just figured I'd chat with you guys while I do my food prep today. I don't even know what kind of melon this is. I think it's a watermelon of some kind. It looks like it is. It's red inside. Okay. Oh, that's a nice one. I hope it tastes as good as it looks. It's pretty red. Pretty ripe looking. I'm going to taste a piece to see if it's worth finishing cutting it up. It's probably pithy. That's actually really good. Okay. So, I'm going to stick this in the fridge and let it get cold. And then I will cut it up once it's cold. So we can eat it right away. So I'm going to put that in there. Okay. All right. Strawberries. Oh, they actually fell out of the containers. I got some tomatoes over here too, and some strawberries. So I'm going to stick these containers in the trash and go out in the garbage. Somebody yelled at me for not washing my hands the other day, and since I touched the garbage, I better wash my hands. Don't want to gross anybody out. I don't want any nasty comments. Ew, wash your hands. That's disgusting. I do read your comments, y'all. I do. Oh, I do too. I love watermelon. Got some nice tomatoes. Oops. My little alarm thing going off here. Nice tomatoes. The nice tomato here. Nice tomato here. I grabbed the ones that looked ripe, but not overly ripe, because I didn't want them smushing by the time I got them home. We don't have that far to go. It's only literally right up the road. But here's my strawberries that I'll be working on while I'm chatting with whoever comes in to chat. Maybe just Spoof and I. Look at those strawberries. Yum! Oh, they looked so nice and ripe. I was like, I gotta get me some of those. For sure. Food pantries, of course, are free, so why not? You know, grab yourself some stuff that you want. That's why it's there. And I talked to the pastor in email, and I said, well, we're planning on coming back. I'll call him Pastor D. We're planning on coming back. We're going to give it another shot, because the last time we went, people were so rude to my husband. Very rude. And Pastor D wrote me back and said, well, a lot of these people, most of these people working here are not believers, meaning not Christians. So, you know, they're volunteers. So he can't really control how they act, you know, within reason. If he's there, he would, but he's not responsible for that. And he said, I'm sorry you had that experience. God bless, you know. So I told him today, I wrote him back and I said, we decided to give it another try. And he said, I'm glad you can put faults of others, you know, aside. And I'm glad that you were able to come and get some food and stuff like that. So, yeah. Anyway. Okay. Very nice. Nice tomatoes. So I'm going to slice some up. And some I will chop up. So I can have little chopped up tomatoes. The sliced ones I will, oh, these look so good to just eat them just like this, right? So I'm gonna pull the seeds out, because the seeds are the mama tomato's defense mechanism. The seeds are her babies, and when you eat the seeds, a lot of times you get sick. At least this is a theory. And the mama tomato didn't want you to eat her babies, so she makes you sick. According to Gundry, anyway. So, I know what I'm having right now. Soak your feet in pickle juice? I've never heard of that. Oh, I'm getting this sourdough bread. I'm gonna make me a tomato sandwich because I'm hungry. It's breakfast time or lunch time or whatever time it is. And I'm going to definitely have a tomato sandwich. I got some vegan mayonnaise. I haven't had a tomato sandwich in forever. So yeah. I'm checking out this bread. Make sure there's no weird stuff going on with it. Okay. I'm gonna slice up this bread. Make a couple even slices here. Kind of even. That's some good sized bread. Yeah, it'll work. You have sharp pains. I'm sorry you're having sharp pains. That's miserable. Sorry for anybody that goes through that. Ooh, I'm going to have a tomato cucumber sandwich. That's what I'm going to have. Yum. That's going to be so yummy. Putting on my little bit of vegan mayo. Say about a couple tablespoons probably here. And move the bread out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. Tomato, mayo, put 3 of them on there. That'll work. And then get me one of those nice cucumbers I just had. Look at that one. I just keep the skin on them because extra B12 from the dirt on the skin, which there's no dirt on this. I washed it off, but let's put the cucumbers on here. Yum. I'm excited about this sandwich. Mukbang. Mukbang. Ooh. Yummy. Mmm. Delicious. Mmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know, Tina. Pickle and feet. I don't know. I was showing pickles, so anytime I say anything that could remotely be construed as a situation between a man and a woman, somebody has to come in and jump on that and talk about it in that inappropriate way on my channel. Try to get me irritated, but I'm not going to get irritated by it. Doesn't really matter. That activity is very common these days, and it's openly talked about. Like there's like no sacredness to it anymore. Everybody's doing that activity and talking about it and joking about it, so you know you're not going to escape it. Welcome to the world. That cucumber's good, but it's not as good as the one from my garden. Okay. I'll cut the rest of that bread in a little while. I'm going to stuff my face. I'm super hungry. No, not you. Spoof. I wasn't talking about you. Mm-mm. You're fine. You're not usually inappropriate on my channel, are you? I don't remember you being inappropriate. Maybe sometimes you get a little goofy because other people come in and say crazy stuff, but I wouldn't say you've ever been super inappropriate on my channel. Not that I recall. Oh, Gladys is just Gladys. She just comes in and has fun. She loves my cat, Mimi. She gets a big kick out of when Mimi follows me. And you guys, once it clears up a little bit here, with the heat, and I start walking again. I'm doing my walk and talks, but right now it's way too hot. I can't. I've been thinking about joining a fitness center. And we have a couple to choose from. There's a Planet Fitness and a another fitness center that I was considering not far from here. I can't make up my mind which one I want to do, if I even want to do it. Oh, I've never heard of using pickle juice. Maybe it works, Tina. I'm not one to say. I don't know. There's a really good guy that I can recommend to watch that has a lot of really good ideas, and he's actually helped me a lot. He's on YouTube. His name is Dr. Mandel. Kind of a bald-headed guy. I think he might be Indian, but I'm not sure. Has some really good advice for people in pain of different kinds and stuff. So, yeah, look him up, Dr. Mandel. Epsom salt is a really good idea. Epsom salt helps a lot as far as pain goes. I can't find my sandwich. I set it somewhere and I don't know where I put it. I didn't eat it all already, did I? No, I didn't. It's right here. Look at that, though. Doesn't that look good? It tastes as good as it looks. Trust me. Only thing I'm missing is avocado. I don't have any. Okay. Let me get a container for these cucumbers. I forgot. I'm gonna start storing stuff in jars. So I'm gonna get me down a jar. And put it right in the jar. I think you're supposed to add water too to keep them preserved or fresh or whatever. But I'll look that up in a minute. Right now I just want to get them cut up and put away. Spoofer's garden. I didn't know Spoofer had a garden. Yeah, I think I'm keeping the peels on all of these. Okay. Oh, it won a blue ribbon in the county fair? Congratulations, that's awesome. I didn't know you entered your garden into the county fair. I didn't know you had a garden at all. Good for you. So tomorrow I will not be going to church because I'm going to be with my sister-in-law from my first marriage, selling jewelry at a fair. So, that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I just dropped my cucumber on the floor. Oh dear. Ugh. Wash that off. Oh, you don't have a right soil to have a garden? I have a clay soil, and next year my garden will be in garden beds, raised garden beds, because my tomatoes did really well in the raised garden bed. Now, my cucumbers really don't matter. They can be in the ground. They do really well in my ground, and none of the critters bother them either, so. Yeah, I think I'm going to fill this cucumber jar with water. Keep the cucumbers nice and fresh. And they say to just leave the lids off of them, so I'm going to do that. That way I'll know where everything is. Cucumbers are sitting right there waiting for me. Oh, you tried growing veggies and it didn't work. Well, that's a bummer. I'm sorry. Nothing you can do to, like, improve your soil, Spoof? Mm. That one didn't look very good. Yeah, it's disappointing when the garden doesn't work out, for sure. I'm always disappointed at the end of the growing season where things stop growing. What you doing, Moke Moke? You're like right in the way. Right in the way of the camera, Missy. Checking out my cucumbers? I don't have any kitty food if that's what you're looking for. I gave you that this morning. You'll get some more in a little while. Making some pickle spears and put those in the next jar. Are you eating my bread? You want some bread? Here. Nobody else said anything. Here you go. Mom almost likes my bread with the little bit of mayonnaise on it. A little bit of tomato. She's loving it over here. I'll show you. Okay. I'm gonna get my jars out again. Be right back. handy dandy step stool. Because I'm shorty short. Get out a couple more jars because tomatoes, cucumbers, I got a little bit of everything to put in these jars today. I'll put them in like this, like the spears. Make my own darn pickles. I don't need to buy them from the store. Just initially so I can have the pickle juice to work with. Oh, that's a good idea, Tina. You're smart. He's a good gardener. Yep, you can grow things in separate buckets and then just switch it out. That's true. I really didn't think anything would grow in my soil last year, but because it's so clay-like, you know. But stuff actually did really well in the clay, because I guess the clay kind of acts like, I guess what I'd call a swimming pool, sort of. It holds in the water and the moisture, which is what the plants need to grow, is to be able to get access to that water and moisture all the time. So it ended up a win-win situation for me with my garden, which is good. All right, get these all nice and packed in here. I always pack them in too tight, then I can't pull them out when it's time for me to have them. There, see? Got them all nice in there. Good pickle jar full of pickles. Cucumbers. For now, I'm just going to put them in water. I might just use them to munch on. Put those in my fridge. I was pretty excited when I heard about how you can do this and just like keep them preserved in the jars for a while in your fridge. You don't have to throw them out because they stay pretty fresh in there. Trim a little bit of the skin off of this one because it's kind of wonky looking, but it looks like it'll still be okay to eat. Good morning. I'm well. How are you, NR? Good to see you. Okay, I'm gonna get these as thin as I can get them and put them in this jar. Sorry guys, this is mundane, I know. Just Dee Dee slicing cucumbers and tomatoes, real exciting. I was gonna make some cucumber chunks too, but I guess I changed my mind and just decided to go with the slices. Slices seem to fit pretty nice in the jars. I'm very, very blessed today that the pantry had some pretty nice things there. We couldn't take many, and that's okay. I got just enough to get me through till I can shop again. Okay. Wow, 1:30 a.m. 1:30 in the morning. What are you doing up? Can't sleep? That's pretty early. I think I'd be asleep at 1. Unless I ate gluten. Then I wouldn't. Very yummy. Cucumbers. A little triangle I made. I'm so talented. Oh, thanks, Tina. I like going live. I just don't like talking to myself. As you can imagine, it's kind of like aggravating. Don't you remember? Or maybe your mom never did this, but my mom would tell me to do something. And I lived in my head in fantasy a lot as a kid. She'd be like, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to myself. Do you think I'm just standing here talking to myself? Well, it's kind of like most people know that talking to yourself is irritating. You want other people to be responding. Okay. Here's another jar. I didn't take the label off of this one. I don't know that I can right now, so I think I'll just keep it like that and put my tomatoes in as is. One of the whole food plant-based gurus kind of talked about storing stuff in jars like this. I guess it lasts longer or something, I don't know. I'm hoping, and so far so good, but I'm hoping that when I eat these tomatoes, it doesn't make me have those little pimply things on my tongue that burn, little canker sore things. It doesn't seem to be doing that to me. So maybe I'll be okay with these tomatoes. They kind of feel like they taste like they're a little bit lower acid, which is good. Uh-oh. Oops. I don't think it's to all tomatoes. I just think it's the higher acidity ones. Or like tomato sauce. Some tomato sauces do that to me. But these tomatoes, I'm munching away on them, and they're not giving me any grief at all. So go figure. Milk. This is not working for me, Chica. Here. If you want to be next to me, I understand. You can be on the bench. You don't need to be all up in my grill when I'm trying to make stuff. 105 there? Ugh. Yuck. You can keep that weather spoofer. We had enough of that. It's finally starting to cool off here, I think. Yeah, it's finally starting to cool off where I am. You keep your 100 and whatever weather. I don't want any here. Okay. Oh, these tomatoes these are awesome. They taste so good. There's not a lot of seeds in them either, which is nice. There's a few. I'm watching the screen because I keep getting this message that it says tap to retry because it knocks me offline. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe because Matthew's on the internet too. I don't know if that's why it does that. Okay. What time is it? Good question. Hold on, I'll tell you. It is 10:54 where I am in the morning. Of course, in the morning. Ew. 45 days? No, thank you. The few days that we've had was murder for me. And I don't have AC in my vehicle. No, I couldn't. You can just keep all that over where you live, and I will enjoy my change in temperatures after the heat breaks. And, yeah, I'll be very grateful for it. I could not live where you live. I don't enjoy heat. Not at all. So yeah, not for me. No heat for me. I might have to change my shirt in a minute because Kitty being near me, hair starts flying and I don't want it in my food. So I'll be right back. Always looking at the window with his tongue out. Always sitting in the window looking at me with his tongue sticking out. Okay, I'm back. I don't like being around food with all the hair. So I changed my shirt, threw the other one into the hamper to be washed. Yeah, that's another thing on the agenda for this week. We need to get to a laundromat, get some clothes done. I didn't mind last time. I saw Mr. Thanksgiving, who apparently cleans the laundromat, which was pretty neat. And for those of you that don't know what Mr. Thanksgiving is, we often had this thing at the mall where this elderly gentleman would, like rent out space at the mall. And we would have like Santa Claus come and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if I can't remember if I need water with the tomatoes or not. I'm going to assume not. I'll look it up later and find out. I just want them all in jars right now. I'm also going to put my strawberries in jars, so I'm going to get some bigger jars down now. These are the last of my jars right now. Got a littler one here too. There. Okay. He never did dress up like a turkey. That's a good question. I don't know if he's ever dressed up like anything, really. Oh, you can spell it either way, Tina. Thank you. I do look nice in color more than black, I think, but I dress according to mood, you know? Not that when I'm dressed in black, I'm in a black mood. I don't mean it that way, like a dark mood. I don't know. It's based on how I feel or what I feel like doing or whatever. Yeah, I don't think he ever has. He might have dressed up as something, but I don't think he ever did the turkey or the pilgrim. That's a good question, though. He is just a very kind man that made it possible for everybody in the area to have Thanksgiving. Like the poorest of the poor, the rich people, we all came together. And it was a beautiful thing because there would be volunteers like from the area that would just volunteer to serve, and they'd wear gloves and an apron, and they would bring out paper plates of a salad, like little bowls of salad. And then the next thing, they'd give you like some bread or something like that. And then they'd give you the turkey and the potatoes and all the fixings. And then, of course, dessert. They never went without the dessert. They would have cream pies or carrot cake or brownies, cookies, anything you possibly could imagine. Nobody left there being hungry. And he was known for that. He was on the news about it and everything. And for whatever reason, they won't let him do it anymore. So, we don't know why. He didn't do anything wrong. There was nothing shady going on. Oh, we found out he did this or that and his reputation. No, they just won't let him do it. I don't know what the deal is. I live in kind of a dead-end area anyway, where we're like the last to get anything new, just like behind the 8 ball all the time. Yeah, and also Canada also spells it Colour. So Canada does. Everybody does it differently, I guess. You know what? I'm almost gonna guess that these tomatoes don't need water because tomatoes will lose their flavor if they're in water. So I'm just gonna put them in the jars. They should stay fine. It's in the fridge anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna just skip the water on that. Peppers, however, can have water. There's not much pepper left here, just a little bit of the yellow pepper. Did you guys know that a green pepper is the same as a yellow, a red, and orange? It's just the pepper picked at different times. I just learned that like last year, and then I heard it again on something this year. I think that's so cool to know that. Alright, we're gonna just run these down the drain. Alright, time to deal with the strawberries now. Mom and Mom, yep. Yep. So these are nice strawberries. I'm going to get my thick straw out and pop the middle out of the strawberries, and then I'll slice them up for a nice treat later on. I'm thinking strawberries and chocolate today. Like melted chocolate. Oh, yum. I'm so glad they had strawberries, though. They don't always. I love me some good strawberries. This one has my name on it. I think I'm going to chomp into it right now. Oh my gosh. You guys know the word luscious? That was very luscious and delicious. These strawberries are perfect. I haven't had good strawberries like these yet this season. And you can tell they're going to be good because they're so red. And I made sure I looked at them in the package real quick while I walked through the line at the food pantry to make sure whichever one I grabbed wasn't like mush. Like this one's mushy, but it's right. Okay. So as not to incur the wrath of the powers that be that washed me, I am now going to go wash my hands. Hi, Bo. What you doing, buddy? My Mr. Man here. You got a bath last night, didn't you, Bobo? Look at him. He's so handsome. All clean. That beautiful man. He's my beautiful Bobo man. He's checking out everything. Yeah, he was not happy. What message am I viewing? Hold on. Potentially inappropriate. Okay, I don't know who put in a potentially inappropriate message on my channel here, but YouTube blocked you. So I didn't even get to read your message. It didn't show up. Oh, let me get my straw. Hold on. There it is. Okay. This is a nice, thick, firm type of straw. I'm going to take it like this, and I'm actually going to do it upside down, I think. And you just push it right down in, and if they're ripe, it just pokes out the middle of them. And there you go. I see you. There you go. Strawberries all set. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, you put in a message that was inappropriate? Oh. Tina, I didn't think you would do that. I don't know what you put, but it didn't let me read it at all. Sorry about that. YouTube's fussy now about what they allow to show up in rooms, I guess. YouTube's always changing their rules, but they're never living by their rules. That's the weird thing. Yes, we're not tolerating harassment or bullying, but yet you report somebody that's bullying you and harassing you, and you got to take it all the way to the court before anything's done, and even then they don't do anything about it. So What are you going to do? People are allowed to get away with stuff. Oh, I know. I'm sure it wasn't, Tina. But YouTube must have thought it was something harassing, or I don't know. I wouldn't think anything of that, like that of you whatsoever. I don't know what it could have been. So maybe try to reword it a different way and post it. Oh, yeah. It means your bottom half, your dupa, your booty, your back end, your derriere. We all got one. Some bigger than others. I don't have much of one. No, I didn't retain any fat on the back side of me. All my fat is around my middle. And the more weight I lose, the more it drops down around my middle on top of my lap. It's pretty annoying. But at least it's not up underneath my lungs where I can't breathe anymore. So that's good. You know, when I was a kid, I used to make fun of fat people. It was like a source of humor and entertainment. But I can tell you now I don't make fun of them. I feel bad for them. Anybody that is overweight, I lived that life. And maybe I did go through that so that it would teach me compassion on people that are overweight. Because I was one. And I still am. I'm not at my goal weight at all. Or my natural weight. Okay, you have a good day too, Spoof. Enjoy soaking your feet there. Sounds pretty relaxing to me. I don't know where Bowie went. He came, he saw, he left. This straw is perfect for poking out the middles of these berries. Well, anybody else want to talk? I'm still going to stay here till I'm done with these berries, and then if nobody talks to me, that's fine. I'll just head off after that. But I got to get the berries done anyway, so I'm going to just keep on doing them. And I'll chat with whoever wants to chat in between. Or nobody, if nobody wants to. It'll just be a quiet live stream of watching me just poke through strawberries. That's alright. I've seen videos where just sit there and do stuff and nobody's talking. But people are still sitting there watching them or chatting with each other, so you want to have that kind of live stream, that is fine by me. But you're stuck with me until I am done hulling strawberries. I think that's what it's called, hulling, where you take the leaves off of them and poke out the middles. Yeah. Hulling strawberries. Here, I'll even move it so you can watch me hull the strawberries. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry you went through that. Yeah, that's a terrible upbringing. I understand. I may do some more narcissist videos. I don't know. I haven't gotten anything that's really jumped out at me that I want to talk about on narcissism recently. That's how I am. I go through spurts of things and then I'm like, kind of over it now. We're going to do something different. You know, that sort of thing. But I'm glad you got something out of it. Maybe you don't feel so alone anymore. Hi, Eli. How are you doing? No, my nose is itchy. It's a bad thing to happen when you're trying to prepare food and stuff. Trying to think of what I want to prepare for this week. If I want to make some rice, or I'll do that tomorrow probably when I get home from doing what I'm doing with my sister-in-law, selling jewelry. Oh, I'm not cooking anything. I'm popping the middles out of strawberries, and then I'm gonna put them in a jar and probably make some chocolate dipped strawberries later on. Something like that. Maybe some chia pudding with strawberries on the top. I don't know. There's all kinds of things I can do with these strawberries. I'll just sit and eat some of them. Oh, wow. Yeah, I understand. I was also the scapegoat. Not really sure I could say my parents were narcissists, but maybe, I don't know. My dad was kind of narcissistic, my stepdad. But he was more OCD and paranoid schizophrenic than anything else, actually. He has passed away. But we made peace before he passed away, so I could at least have that on my heart, that we were at peace, you know. I didn't hold grudges against him or anything. But I do understand, you know, the pain of being abused in a narcissistic family. It's really awful. Thank you. I appreciate that, Eli. Yeah, it was pretty sad because I would have liked to spend more time with him, but he was getting kind of invasive towards the end when his mind was starting to go. He was trying to disobey my mom's protective order because he liked to go through trash cans because he was paranoid, and he would go through her trash cans. So she put out a protective order, and he basically told me, I'm going to come and pick up you and the girls, my daughters. Just don't tell Mom that I was on her street. Well, I said, I'm not going to disobey my mother for you. I'm not going to break the law. No. She obviously has an order against you for a reason, so absolutely not. And then, like, soon after that, he ended up passing away. So, yeah, there was a little bit of remorse on my end of, you know, I wasn't very nice to him when I hung up the phone. I was kind of angry. And then he passed on, and I was, like, sad about that. But then when we went and cleaned out his many storage sheds that he stockpiled hordes of things in, I found out that he had saved a letter that I sent him about how he needed to know Jesus before it was too late. So I believe he prayed to accept Jesus before he died, which made me feel better about the situation. But still, you know, you never know people's hour of departure from this plane of existence. Nobody knows what that's like except the person going through it, really. Nobody else can be there for you at that time. You're there alone. Oh, yeah, that's not good. That is not good, playing the whole playing one against the other type deal. That's mean. I'm sorry he does that. People have a weird idea sometimes of what's funny. Especially on YouTube. I don't find a lot of stuff on here funny that other people do. But I have very strong morals and values, and I'm not the norm, and I know that, and I'm okay with that. Oh, I gotcha, Eli. Sometimes you have to put that separation there, right? That's true. So on tap for me today, after I'm done with the strawberries, and I say sayonara to all of you wonderful people. I will be possibly watching some more health-based videos I enjoy. Learning some new recipes, maybe doing a couple recipes later on after I light the candles of Havdalah, which signals that Shabbat is over. That won't be till like around sundown. It's supposed to be when you see the first star in the sky or something. Yeah, that won't be till much later. Then I usually do my food prep after that. Or I'll do it on Sunday, but since I'm going to be out selling jewelry tomorrow at a fair, I'm obviously not going to be around to do my food prep. So as soon as my background check and fingerprinting gets back from the job that I'm waiting on, I should have a new job, which will be nice. Be able to pay my bills, maybe have a little extra spending money. My mom sent me some birthday money, so I want to get probably a nice outfit for work and socks, undies, something like that, whatever I need. Got to do some laundry this week. Yep. That's about it, you know, living life, living the life. I am just about done cutting these, and I'm going to jar them. What you doing, Poof Poof Tail? Mr. Bo wandering around here. He wants OUT, and I didn't let him out because I just bathed him. I don't want him getting all full of burrs and stuff again. All right. So this is what this looks like so far. Those are the middle of the strawberries right there that I popped out with the straw. There's the other strawberries. Some of them I think I forgot to pop the middles out of, so I'll still have to do that. And then I'm going to put them into the jars here. Oh, I'm sorry, Tina. That's terrible that he did that. It's too bad the siblings can't get together and say, hey, you know, we know how Dad is. Let's make a pact that we're not going to turn on each other. But I get it how it is, because I have daughters that are afraid to stand up to one of the other daughter, and unfortunately that means Mom doesn't always get treated very good, meaning me, because none of them will stand up to the other daughter. Peace at any price, you know. Hi, the boo-boos. You want to smell the strawberry? Want to smell it? What do you think, guy? No? Not your thing, huh? Yeah, kitties I don't think like strawberries. Maybe somebody's kitty does. Mine don't. So, this jar is getting pretty filled up with strawberries, which means I am going to have to eat some of them, since I can't jar some of them, see? Oh, that's all right, Anar. I understand. There we be. So yeah, we're gonna put these in a bowl. Might make up some cocoa powder, a little bit of PB2, and have a dipping session with the strawberries. That will be awesome. There's all the middles going into the trash. You come to watch Mama? You come to watch the Mama cook, huh? Okay. Get all this stuff up off of here. So proud of my kitchen that I've rearranged and neatened and organized. It's so much easier when you can find stuff you're looking for. My birthday was okay. It was alright. Matthew was sick on that day, so we were at the doctor for part of the day, and the rest of the day I just kind of sat around and watched videos. You got spider webs on you, man. Let me see if I can find a container for these. Okay. Put all these on here. There we go. We got the little middles there and the strawberries there. And we're done cutting strawberries. You gonna pop up on the cupboard, buddy? I'm going to try one of these pitted olives that I got from the pantry. I'm curious. Oh, yeah, the divide and conquer of the narcissist. Yeah, definitely. Green pitted olives with herbs. They're not terrible. They're going to taste better in a salad, though. Too much oil on them, I can tell you that. They're not bad. I'm going to stick them in the fridge. I think they taste better cold. All right. Yeah. I didn't really need quiet time. I wanted romance time on my birthday, but my husband was sick, so that wasn't happening. What married person doesn't want romance time on their birthday? Yeah, he just hasn't been feeling well lately. There's been a bug going around here. I don't know exactly what it is that's causing it. I guess there's something called a microplasma that causes people to get sick with like flu symptoms or something like that. And he got tested for that, but it came out negative, so thankfully. Okay, anyway, that's all I got to talk about, y'all, and all I got to do. So I'm done actually with my prep for the fruits. And now I guess I will head off because I don't have anything else to talk about, Mr. Man. Handsome boy. You're so pretty. Oh, weekly, Tina. Sometimes a couple times a week. Look at this handsome, beautiful, clean boy. Look at this beautiful man. You're so beautiful. And you know it, don't you, Mr. Man? Your big poof tail down there wagging away. Yeah, you're just happy as a clam today. So beautiful. And then, of course, Momo. Momo. Hi, Coke. You're pretty too, Moki. You're getting old, though, girly. Okay, Tina. You sleep well, girl. I will close out with this beautiful image right here. This handsome man who's all clean. Yeah. Alrighty. Guys, have a wonderful day. Be blessed, and I will see you on the next live stream or video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell. If you're new, welcome. It's kind of a variety channel. I do food videos, I do food hauls, I do narcissism videos. I do pet videos. I do everything. So, hope you enjoy and share with your friends, and I'll talk to you next time. Be blessed and Shabbat Shalom.